Barry Guy, RNZ Sport in Wellington. Devon, congratulations. What was your feeling when Kane won the toss and you knew you were going to be walking out more or less straight away?
Yeah, I think I was actually kind of excited because I didn't want to wait too much longer to get out there and bat. So yeah, it was a pretty exciting moment, and I knew it was becoming real and just about prepping to get ready to go out in the middle.
And looking around the stadium as you walked out in the whites and everything, I suppose was quite exciting. But it took you a while actually to face your first ball, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I think it took 3, maybe 4 overs to face my first ball, but I think yeah, I was pretty grateful about that. It gave me the opportunity to sort of watch the bowling from the non-striker's end and sort of get used to what the ball was doing off the surface and have good conversations with Tom Latham around how to approach it. And yeah, I'm pretty grateful about that.
And there was a bit of a barrage. You took a few on the body. What was it like batting out there?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit challenging. I think during that period, you know, Mark Wood, he clearly has some good pace. But I think the length he was bowling, I was more accustomed to that sort of bouncing pretty much over my head. And I think the nature of the wicket just sort of just skidded it through a little bit more unexpectedly. So yeah, I think once I wore 1 or 2 on the body, it was about right. Okay, I need to come up with plan B here, and I decided to try and take it on. So yeah, it was a good challenge, but I got through that. So happy days.
And the emotions when you brought up a ton?
Yeah, pretty surreal moment for me. I mean, I couldn't have dreamed for a better start to my Test career. So it'll take a few days for that to sink in for me personally. But yeah, it was really cool just to have Henry Nicholls at the non-strikers in, really cheering me on and saying congratulations, and then looking up at the balcony with everyone cheering. It was a pretty special moment, and yeah, very grateful that that's how it went today.
And you've got yourself into a good position after day one.
Yeah, certainly. I think it's about really kicking on and capitalising tomorrow when we get that opportunity to go out and bat again. You know, credit to the English bowlers. They did, you know, bowl pretty well, and they did ask good questions. So we know we have to start again tomorrow and try and capitalise on the position we're in.
And the wicket, just your thoughts on that, perhaps how it may go the next few days?
Yeah, I think that wicket's slightly on the slower side. So yeah, a couple of the balls are keeping a little bit lower than expected. But yeah, I think, I mean, this is the first time I'm playing at Lord's, so it's pretty hard to tell how it's going to go over the next few days. But I assume it'll probably get slower and lower. So yeah, we'll just have to try and plan accordingly when we get that opportunity to bowl.
Many thanks. Well done.
Given Zion here from One News, congratulations, mate. I mean, the ton. I mean, the thought of being up on the honours board at Lord's in your Test debut. I mean, what does this mean to you?
Yeah, it's a pretty special feeling. You know, when we arrived at Lord's a couple of days ago, we walked into the change room and got the opportunity to have a look at all the legends and the names up on that honours board. And funny enough, I had a conversation with Kane a couple of days, asking what it feels like to see his name up on that honours board. And first thing he said to me when I got up to the change room was, you know, now you know what it's like, bro. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, it's a great place, and I'm pretty grateful that my name can go up there.
Your journey to get into this point in playing for New Zealand, I mean, to be on Test debut, to score a century at Lord's, I mean, did you think this moment would ever happen?
No, not necessarily. I think, you know, I was always dreaming of just getting a Test chance, but I didn't expect to score 100 on debut. So, you know, I'm very grateful for how it all unfolded. So, yes, it's pretty surreal moment for me, and I think I'll cherish it for a very long time.
When you got into the 90s, were there a bit more nerves? Were there more nerves than I suppose when you walked out? I mean, how were you feeling, I guess, leading up to the century? Were you thinking about it at all?
I sort of acknowledged that I was in the 90s, but I didn't try and get overwhelmed by the situation. You know, I tried to sort of keep a calm head and keep doing what I'd been doing the 90 runs leading up to that moment. So, you know, what was working for that period of time was hoping to sort of continue throughout the rest of the innings. So it was about just staying within my plan and just being positive and not trying to sort of go away from my plan too much at that moment.
And just finally from me, the emotions when you did bring it up, I mean, could you just talk us through it? Hitting the boundary, seeing you run up there, I mean, it must be a special feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very cool feeling. You know, funny enough, when the ball was going towards the boundary, I kind of knew it was in the gap, and I could just hear Henry Nichols going, "Yes, boy, yes, boy." So that was a pretty special moment, and yeah, it'll certainly be a moment I'll remember for a very long time.
Congratulations, mate. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hi, Dev. Mark Genty here. Congratulations.
Oh, how you doing, Mark?
Yeah, good, thanks. Just talking a bit more about that moment of bringing up the century, was there any one in particular or any sort of moment of your journey to get here that sort of went through your mind? I don't know what goes through your mind when you score a test century at Lord.
No, unfortunately, I'm not sentimental like that. But it was just an appreciation, you know, to my teammates and obviously the support staff for giving me the opportunity to go out there and express myself. And yeah, I think it was just really being consumed in the game at that time, and not really getting too overawed by the occasion. So it was just about keeping a nice calm, level head, and knowing that the job's not done, and about continuing to start again.
And just in the lead up, when were you told that you were going to be opening, and was that unsettling to you at all? And also the thought of facing Broad and Anderson at Lords on your debut.
Yeah, I got told by Gary Stead, I think 2 days ago, to say that, you know, you're going to be opening the batting. Congratulations. And yeah, I remember I had a grin from ear to ear, just sort of accepting that news. And I kind of like then said, right, it's time to switch on. I've got a job to do. It's going to be really awesome. But yeah, start planning, start looking what you're coming up against, start having conversations with guys who have faced, you know, Broad and Anderson, and try and see what worked for them. And, you know, we've got a lot of knowledge and experience throughout this group. So it's nice to lean on those guys when you're seeking that advice.